All things go, all things go. Drove to Chicago. All things know, all things know. We sold our clothes to the state. I don't mind, I don't mind. We made a lot of mistakes in my mind, in my mind. I drove to New York in a van with my friend. We slept in parking lots. I don't mind, I don't mind. I was in love with the place. In my mind, in my mind. I made a lot of mistakes in my mind, in my mind. You came to take us. All things go, all things go, to recreate us. All things grow, all things grow. We had our minds set. All things know, all things know. You had to find it. All things go, all things go. All things go. If I was crying in the van with my friend, it was for freedom from myself and from the land. I made a lot of mistakes. 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 You came to take us. All things go, all things go, to recreate us. All things grow, all things grow. We had our minds set. All things know, all things know. You had to find it. All things go, all things go. All things go. A moment's devoid of words. A history.
Hi, I'm Polly.
And I'm Amira.
And today we are joined by Rosa Francesca, who's just performed some of her songs for us. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So, Rosa, what are your biggest musical inspirations?
Well, I'm a big fan of a singer-songwriter called Joanna Newsom. I love her music, and she plays the harp and sings, and it really sort of influenced like the sort of music that I write. And also a singer called Sufjan Stevens.
Okay. You were featured on YouTube and got about 100,000 hits in a week, you said. How did you feel when that happened?
It was just a bit of a shock. I didn't really expect it to go that far, really. I was just really pleased because it's nice to know that a lot of people have heard my music. Like, that's just something that's was really exciting.
And is music something that would run in your family?
Yeah, my family is really musical. My mum plays piano and my dad plays guitar, and they've just sort of raised us to learn a lot of instruments and just listen to music all the time in the house. So.
Do you do a lot of family sing-songs?
A little bit. I perform with my sister sometimes, but that's it really.
What's next for you in the music career?
Hopefully I'll be releasing an EP soon with a producer that I'm working with. Not sure when it is yet, but hopefully that'll be something good. So.
It's quite exciting.
You use a lot of different instruments, you play a lot of different ones. Do you have a favourite instrument you play?
I think my favourite is probably piano because that's the one I've been playing the longest. But I really enjoy performing with guitar, and also I play the harp, and I find that a really sort of interesting instrument to learn. So.
Is there any other instruments you'd like to learn?
I think I'd really like to learn the accordion. That would be quite cool.
That would be good.
Going back to Joanne Newsom, you were featured on a CD with lots of others covering her songs. How was that?
It was really great. It was a bunch of artists from like different countries covering her music to help the flood victims in Pakistan for Oxfam America. And it was in 2010, and it did really well. So that was a really nice thing to be a part of because there were so many different styles of music on it. So that was really nice.
So who have you collaborated with around Lancaster?
Last year I was collaborating a lot with the band Soulrig. I performed with them at Campus Fest and also a few times at Grad Bar, so that was really cool.
Do you like playing around the bars?
Yeah, I haven't played at many that recently, but last year I played at a few like Lonsdale, Pendle, Grad Bar. So.
Is the atmosphere always good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today, and thank you for performing your music.
Thank you. Again. Nothing will ever clear the haze, but I'll keep trying. I'm cornered off just like a maze. Oh, you know the way it feels. You're far too young to stay awake. You'll never keep up. If we can never find a space, then we can't stay in step, can't stay in step at all. At all. Recovering its face like gold. When the world's all melted down, we can see. Recovering your face from mine. When our love's all melted down, we can see. How do we see which way's up, which way's down, down, down? And how do I pull away all of the strings that attach to you? I need this too, I need this too. And out of our window pane, see the sun coming up again. try, and sat in my window. From the top of my heart I can see all of your stories unfolding, unwinding. But how do we wind up again, always meeting? And how do I know how to know the mechanisms that make you go? I can't let go, I need to know. And from the top of my heart I'm unfolding, unwinding, unfolding, unwinding. And from the very start I have watched you unwinding, unfolding, and twining. And from the top of my heart I'm unfolding, unwinding, unfolding, unwinding. And from the very start I have watched you unwinding. Oh, but how do I go if you stay, be so far away? And how do I know what to say any other day? And how do we wind up again, always meeting? And how do I know which are thoughts I should keep in? And how do we know which way's up, which way's out? And how do I pull away all of my strings that attach to you?